Hello, everyone. I am Faith Godbold from A Touch of Faith. Thank you for watching the replay. Come on in. I am excited to be back with you today as we create some beautiful Hello Spring bows. As you're coming in, make sure you say something so I know you're here, whether you're watching us live or on the replay. And as always, I look forward to seeing how far our broadcast is reaching. So if you don't mind, would you drop your city and state in the comments? And I will go back after this live and see exactly where you all are tuning in from. And if this is your first time joining us, make sure you comment the word new. I'd love to have you as a part of our awesome faith family. If you haven't yet done so on Facebook, make sure you are following the page. You can like the page and turn on live notifications. If you tap the live right now, click the three dots. You can go ahead and do that. And of course, if you're on YouTube, you can exit the live chat right now. Go ahead and give us a subscribe. You can also give us a heart, like the video, tell someone about us. All right, let's go and make sure we have everything pulled up. I see you all. Hey, 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 come on in. I hope you all are doing well today. It was another chilly day here in South Carolina. And I think we had 40 degrees today, or in the 40s this morning when I left for work. It was 28 degrees, y'all. So back to the cold weather. And I know we have the blizzard that's happening across the country. So let us know what your weather is. Are you getting any snow? What is the temperature like in your area? And I can't wait to read your comments. All right. So what are we going to do today? Well, I was inspired to create some bows for my shop because I have a lot of this ribbon and I'm trying to use the things that I have. So let me show you first of all what we created Sunday, which is the inspiration for today's design. So hang on, let me grab that. Y'all keep on commenting and I'm going to grab this design for us. And this one is for springtime. So take a look at what we created Sunday. This is a gorgeous spring wreath. Beautiful Hello Spring ribbon. And you can see there's a beautiful sign in the center that I created. And I'm absolutely loving this one. Let's see if I can go a little closer. There we go. So you can see those gorgeous colors. So this is our inspiration for today. And we are going to create some gorgeous bows. And I thought, I had two different ideas. So we're going to create two variations of our Hello Spring bows. And I want you to help me decide which bow you like best. Which bow is going to be the winner today. So let's put a wreath right there. We'll come back to it, but I love those gorgeous colors. What do y'all think about the wreath? Let me know that in the comments. All right, so here is our inspiration ribbon. Absolutely love this one. Can y'all see it? Just like it is in the wreath, it has the truck with the flowers and the beautiful Hello Spring. So we're going to pull out those colors a little bit later in our second bow that we're going to design. But let's do our first one. And let me grab my bow maker, y'all. So come on in. How's everyone doing today? Y'all are coming in so good. Thank you to the 13 people watching right now. I appreciate you. All right. And I'm thinking for this will be a great bow that you can hang anywhere. If you want to hang it on a wreath that you have, you can hang it on your lanterns. Maybe you have the porch lights you want to hang them on. What have you? Sconces. This is going to be something beautiful and elegant for your home. And I can't wait to see how it looks. So if you're ready to see these spring bows, go ahead and comment a spring flower in the comments. All right, so here we go. It's on that beautiful natural. And this is what we like to call one directional ribbon. So I am going to turn it just to make sure that the ribbon does exactly what I want it to do. But before we get started, let's go ahead and design our bow with some tails to get us started. And then we're going to go from there. And we'll see what y'all think about it. And I want these kind of long is what I'm thinking. Longer than what I typically would do. All right, so we are going to make sure that when we place this in, that we have it going in exactly the way we want. And I'm going to start by just finishing the ends of this. I want it to have that beautiful dovetail look to it. And when I created the wreath on Sunday, I thought, you know what? This would be gorgeous if we could add some bows. Hey, Miss Valerie, how are you? Welcome. If we could add some bows to the shop to complement this. So these bows are on the website. And if you comment the word bow, you can get the link to it, my YouTube people. I'll add it for you in just a minute. All right, so that's going to be our base right here. Just some gorgeous tails for us. All right, let me grab that link right quick. For my YouTube people, in case you want to check it out, I will get the pictures added after the live is over. So if you check out the listing right now, you will not see the pictures yet, okay? All right, here we go. Hello, Natalia. I've been missing you. How are you? I need to message you. I hope you're doing well. All right, and now we are going to create our loops. Hello, Jay Frederick. Come on in. I think LJ Frederick. How are you? Welcome, welcome. All right. So I'm just going to go ahead and cut my ribbon because I want to make sure that I have exactly what I need here, because I don't want the trucks to be upside down. See how if I do my normal bow making, it's going to be upside down. So this is just my little hack, if you will, my little tip for making it easy to add to my bow maker. We're just going to add it just like that. That way that hello spring stays nice and prominent. All right, and let me show you what we have so far. Y'all take a look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Look at that bow. How it's shaping up so nicely already. I love that. So we're going to start with the simple bow first for bow number 1. I understand. Same here, Natalia. That's what I keep thinking. And I can't say that things are going to slow down, but we'll find the time for sure. All right, and then I think I'm just going to cut some strips for my loops with this one. And how about y'all, I guess it's always been like this, but it seems like all of the festivals are kicking off early this year as far as their applications. So I've already submitted my application for the Pecan Festival and got approved. We have the Spring Festival on the table, so I'll be giving you some more information about that. So it looks like we'll probably have about 2 events next month. I'm excited about that. So yeah, hard to believe it's that time of the year again already. So if you are local to the PD area, you have some opportunities to shop with us in person. And I love when we can do those. Absolutely love it. All right, y'all, look at there. Oh my goodness. So I'm getting my loops added. I'm going to zoom you in for just a second so you can see the details. Take a look at that. See how the bow is shaping up so nicely right there. So we have our loops on each side. What do y'all think about that? And I'm just using my bow maker to hold everything since I'm technically making it with my hands here. I like this technique a lot. All right, and let's see. I'm going to bring this one in a little bit. I think I cut it a little larger than what I need it to. Hello, brother. How are you? All right, there we go. That looks better. I can adjust it just by pulling it slightly. I'm going to do that. I'm going to pull this side just a little bit right here. There we go. And it's in there good. As I was pulling just now, it was not moving. I'm doing well. Thank you. You didn't do a show today, right? I have one of yours up on my screen on my computer, and I haven't finished it yet. So every time I go into my office, I just watch a little bit of it. I'll finish it eventually. All right, and here's going to be our last layer for this one. And I do teach bow making inside of the creative circle. So if this is something that you want nice and slow lessons with, I do have lots of them. All right, there we go. So I'm just fluffing that. Oh, okay, gotcha. Well, good. That means I don't have any videos that I need to get caught up on from today then. All right, so we have our bow created. Now we're going to tie it off. Let's get some wire. Okay, back next week. That sounds good. Okay. And y'all, this is going to be a gorgeous bow. I don't know if you can tell already, but it's shaping up so nicely. Just like that. All right, so I have my wire ready. Okay, now let's see if we can tie it off. And this is going to be a fairly thick bow. So let's go around all of the gorgeous layers here. And this will just ensure that it doesn't go anywhere. It's going to stay on nice and tight. Oh, you like that one? Yeah, thank you. So I didn't use this one in that one. Are you talking about the He is Risen wreath? That's one of my favorites. Let's see. I did not measure that. So let me measure it. LJ Frederick, about 22 inches. But you could do whatever length you want. I just wanted enough so that whatever my customer attaches it to, they have enough wire attached. All right, and then I'm going to trim up some of those ends where I had some overlap. And then we're going to cover our center. And then I'll hold it up once we get it fluffed again, making sure it looks exactly the way we want it to look. And that was just one little piece I wanted to trim there. Okay, so now let's cut some of our ribbon. You just need a little piece, not a whole lot. I know, right? Isn't that funny? I guess, let's see, what did you, probably because you typed Easter, I bet. All right, so I just cut a little piece of the ribbon. I'm folding it over. And we're just going to cover our mechanics here. Just like so. And I'm going to fold it again. Let me fold it. I'm going to fold it twice. So I want it a little thinner. There we go. And I do have my glue gun heating up, and it's on low temp, so I don't have to worry about it burning or anything like that. I'm going to trim this down just a little because we don't need all the excess. And then I want to pull tight just so I can get it right here where I want it. Just like so. And then I'm going to secure the other side. Just like so. Being careful that the glue doesn't hit my hand, but I will say with it being on the low temp, it does not burn if my hand touches it. So I will say that's one of the good things about the low temp. And not all glue guns are equal, so you have to check for that if that's the setting you want. Oh, okay. Your son does gymnastics. I understand that. All right, so now that we have it tied off in the center, let me show you. We have it covered and tied. Now I'm going to just refluff it. So we have our gorgeous tails first. Remember, we started by adding those. And then it's technically already fluffed, but I'm just going to give it one more fluff. And if you do a good job of tightening it, like tying it off, you can pull pretty hard on this. This one has 4 on each side, 4 loops on each side. Do you make both? And I do have a huge assortment of bows listed on both the website and on Etsy. If you need a tutorial, trying to think, I have that bow recipe. Facebook people can comment the word recipe. If you want the recipe and you're on YouTube, it's already in the description of the video. So if you want my free recipe, you can check out how I typically make bows. And then, of course, if you need more bow instruction, comment the word create Facebook, and I'll send you some information for my creative circle. YouTube, just go to learnfromfaith.com, and it's also in your description of your video. All right, so take a look, you all. Look at there. How did we do? Oh my goodness, look at our bow. So this is bow number 1. We're just going to call this one is like our simple bows, all about simplicity here. We just went with the one color bow for this one. What do y'all think? And what's so neat is the wreath that we had from Sunday right here. So notice I added a bow at the top, but let's pretend that bow were not there. We could have a bow at the bottom, just like that. So you don't always have to put your bows at the top of your projects, your wreath. You can put it at the bottom. Isn't that neat? So there is another example of how you could use the bow. And I'm looking to see if I have a, let me grab one of my evergreen wreaths that I have from my stash. Thank you, Miss Valerie. See if I can reach it without grabbing the ladder. All right, so here is a wreath that I grabbed at Christmas time. I haven't used it yet. And I love these because I can use these all year round, not just Christmas. But let's say if you had a simple wreath, just imagine like this for your plain greenery based wreath. You could put your bow right here at the top. See that? And you can have your bow hanging. I'm not going to add it because I don't want to tie it, but just imagine if your bow were hanging on the top. Y'all see that? So that's another option that you have as well. So you can add your bows to simple wreaths that you have. I showed you how it would look if you added it to the bottom. So you could have the bow hanging at the bottom like that. Let me show you the lantern because y'all know I love my lantern. So hold on. Then you could put it on your lantern. So here's a lantern here. It is cool, isn't it? Thank you. All right. Let me turn it towards me first so I can see. And then you would take your wire. You can go around the base right here, which is what I typically do because you get better coverage that way. I'm just going to give it a couple of twists on the back. All right, and then let's see if I can fluff it from the front. And then I like to take my fingers and angle those loops just like that. Then just take your fingers, open those loops back up, making sure they're doing exactly what you want them to do. And look at there. So now, guess what? This is how I can take photos for the website and give examples of what this would look like for you all. Y'all like that? So this is bow number 1. This is going to be our simple bow. Keep in mind, you can also put it on a mailbox. How many of you all have mailboxes? Maybe the kind where you have it at the road, or even if your mailbox is on your door, you might have a hinge where you can add a bow. These would be perfect for mailboxes. If you have tiered trays and you're decorating, maybe you're having a spring party, guess what? You can use this simple bow, okay? So this is going to be bow number 1. Remember that in just a minute, okay? All right, so let's make a second bow, and then we're going to come back. Let me see if I can put the bow right here. Try to move it out of the way a little bit. We'll keep it right there. So we'll keep it there in frame. All right, so that's bow number 1. Okay, bow number 1. So now let's make bow number 2. And bow number 2, we're going to call it our layered bow. So think more designer here. We're going to pop in some of those other colors that you see. So not only do we have this ribbon, which is our inspiration for today's live, the Hello Spring, but if you look closely, you see all of these colors. Like there is a teal color, there is a pink, there's a beautiful mint green, I see yellow. So we're going to pop some of those colors this time, okay? So let me grab those colors. So there's yellow, there's the pink, here's our teal, and then I even grabbed this one because I love the look of this one. Hey, Miss Trina. Hey, Mom. This one is natural with the polka dots. So I thought we could pair all of these so nicely. So Hello Spring is going to be our inspiration, our focal ribbon. And then let's see how we want to add these in. Oh, and I even found the mint green. Let me grab that. So look, there's even the mint green. Hey, Aunt Flo, how are you? All right, so let's see what we want to do here. I'm just going to break the colors up. And there's no right or wrong answer here. It's up to me. It's up to whomever is designing this particular bow. So I'm looking at how I could possibly make a statement with my bow, because that's what I'm going for now. This is going to be more of a designer. Not that this one's not making a statement, but we really want to make this one stand out. We're going to make a bow, Miss Trina. All right, so I think I like this one. And let me move one ribbon. Let's see. All right, let's try this. So this is going to be the order of our bow right here, okay? All right, so let's give it a try. All right, so here's bow number one if you're just joining us. So stay tuned. We're going to make a designer bow now. All right, so let me get the picture in my head of what this bow is going to look like. We're going to start with our Hello Spring again. We're going to do basically the same size, but the structure of this bow is going to look different. You'll see what I mean in just a minute. Okay. All right, so let's start with a length of tail again. So we have some nice streamers hanging down at the bottom. By the way, you can also curl those, like you can roll them up. So you're not stuck with them hanging. If you want them to be a little tighter, you absolutely can do that. Okay, so let's get our tail added first. And we're just going to fluff that out just a little bit. And then we're going to add some loops again. You like that one, Miss Trina? Thank you. That's bow number one. So we're going to vote for our favorite bow at the end. All right, so we're going to add some loops in first. And because this is that one directional ribbon, I'm just using my little hack here where I don't even have to do the hard work of figuring out how to get all the ribbon to go the same way. Just do my little fold over technique. There we go. All right, and I'm going to slide it over just a smidge here. All right, so first layer is in, and I'm going to fluff it as I go so I can see it really build up the way I see it in my mind. Okay, all right, let's do our second set of loops with our Hello Spring. Just like so. And that's the base layer. So right now the bow looks similar to what it looked before. Okay, just like that. So there is our foundation. Okay, what do y'all think? So now that we have our foundation, let's start popping in some of those colors that I showed you. So we're going to start with the teal next. And now that we're done with our one directional ribbon, I can just make the bow the way that I normally would. And you have lots of options for when you're making this, okay? Because I have like several ideas even as I'm thinking about how I want this to look. All right, so let's go ahead and add our loop. Hey, Sister Julia, you made it. How are you? So happy you're here. All right, so we're adding in some of this gorgeous teal. And I love all of these. I mean, this is just really giving that spring vibe. Spring vibe. And if you are just joining, we are making bow number 2. This is our designer bow. This bow is going to help make a statement on our door. So think of it as your front door statement. You can put it on a large wreath even. Okay. All right, and then I'm just dovetailing the ends as I do this. Just like so. Okay. Look at there, y'all. I'm going to show it to you upside down. Look at there. Oh my goodness. That's so beautiful. I do too. Miss Trina's beautiful. All right, now we're going to bring in some of that beautiful pink. It has pink and white. This is going to help make our bow pop. And we're bringing all of those colors that you see to life. All of those gorgeous colors. They are. Oh, I love that. Baby colors, right? Yep. So this could go in a little baby's room. These colors, I love that. All right. Thank you. And hello, Miss Patricia. Welcome. How are you? I didn't know you were here. Thank you for tuning in. All right, y'all, I'll hold it up again in just a second. So we add a little bit of that pink. It's like a soft pink. Makes me think about last week when we were doing our earrings. Y'all remember that? Can't believe a whole week has gone by fast, y'all. That's how my break felt. It was like as soon as the break started in my head, I was saying, break, slow down. Don't go fast. Slow down. All right, let me show you. Do it like this. Here we go. All right, take a look now. Oh my goodness, y'all. Isn't it amazing? Absolutely amazing. Okay. Next, I wanted to bring in some of that natural color with the polka dots. Hey, Miss Beverly, you made it. How are you? Miss Beverly has one of my mailbox bows. Speaking of mailbox bows. So, like I said, y'all, these can go on mailboxes. This one, we're going to make it so you can put it on like your porch decor. It can be your front door statement, whatever you want it to be. All right, so let's see how our polka dots are going to look on this one. I love this. Anytime you have natural ribbon, y'all, it's just so beautiful. So soft and airy and elegant. So yeah, Miss King, y'all, she was the media specialist at the middle school when I was a student. Can y'all believe that? So I've known Miss King for a long time. She's known our family, and she's such a blessing. And I'm so thankful that she's here. And it blesses me when I have my former teachers and, you know, those who worked in the school join me on my live. It really just makes my day. Thank you all. All right, so we have our beautiful polka dot added. And by the way, all of these ribbons, like Natalia was saying, we could create this bow without the Hello Spring and it would change up the bow completely. So as you're watching tonight, if you decide, you know what, I want the bow, but I don't want it to be limited to spring, guess what? We can do it without the spring ribbon. All right, take a look, y'all. Oh my goodness, isn't that gorgeous? And I'm going to zoom you in just a minute. All right, now we're going to add a little bit of that yellow, and I think I only want a little bit of it. So let's add a little bit of yellow. And I'm almost thinking, you know what I think I'm going to do? I think I'm going to grab my smaller yellow. Oh, well, thank you, Miss King. That means the world. All right, I'm going to get my smaller yellow, y'all. We're going to add a little bit of the mint green. Let's add a little bit of this mint green. So I'm changing the bow up a little bit. Okay, just like so. And you know what? I think I'm not going to add the yellow in this one because I really want to end with the mint green. So maybe on the next one, we'll put the yellow in. But I'm going to leave the yellow out. Guess what? The bow was speaking to me just now, and I listened. So I said, okay, we're not going to add you. All right, so let's see how we like that. Because this is going to totally transform it. Yes, we do. We love you. My brother says, my favorite librarian. I love it. Yes, she is. All right, y'all. So I took out the yellow. I made a last minute decision, and that's okay. That's what happens when I start creating, right? And I love the fact that I'm not so rigid that I can't make designer decisions like that. All right, so here is our wire. And I made it even longer this time. So this one is about 26 inches, much longer than what I really need. I could go shorter than that, but it's okay. All right, I'm lifting up the bow carefully. It's so gorgeous. I'm going to tie it off, making sure that it's nice and secure on the back. And we're going to add the wire so that the customer has a way to hang it. Just like so. Let's feed our wire through. There we go. And now we're going to pull everything tight just so it stays. And it's on really good. It's not going anywhere. I'm going to anchor the wire. Just give it a couple twists here. All right, I'm going to trim this down some because it is longer than I normally do. All right, and then now, y'all, the bow is pretty much already fluffed, but we're going to fluff it again. So let me zoom you in so you can see the difference. This is our designer bow. So we still have our tails. There's the wire right there. Here's the tail and tail. Okay. And then we have our Hello Spring ribbon that we started with at the bottom. So really everything's already fluffed and separated, but I'm just refluffing it. Then we added our beautiful teal and its tail, and I'm going to trim it just a little now that I can see the whole bow together. Just like that. Do the same thing over here. Not as much though. Okay, just like so. All right, then we're going to fluff our gorgeous pink. And I'm just pulling it as I do. Pulling it as I do. I like to arch my tails. Now we have the gorgeous polka dot with its tails, just like so. And then we ended with our beautiful mint green. I'm going to turn it so I can see. And I want to trim this one just a little bit right there. And a little bit right there. Oh, you did, brother? My brother says he used to work in the library. Wow, how about that? In junior high. Yeah, I bet so. That is awesome. And those memories like that, you never forget those. All right, so y'all ready to see it? So take a look at it on the table first. Look at there. All right, and then I'm going to hold it up for us. So look, here is bow number 2. Oh my goodness, y'all, look at there. What do you think? And then, just so that we can see it, let's put it on the lantern. I should go grab my other. You know what? I have another lantern just like this. Let me go grab it. That way you can see them side by side. Hang on, y'all keep chatting. Okay, brother, that was awesome. I'll be right back. All right, so I grabbed the other lantern. Remember, I always tell y'all I have to find my candle. It's in this lantern. Let's see if we can turn it on. Hope I have a battery. Let's see. Do I have batteries? I should. Yay. And my aunt, she knows I love my candles because we usually have these when we do our shows. All right, so let's set up our second bow. So just like before, I'm going to go around the base, just like so, giving it a couple of twists. Pull it tight and twist. Thank you, Miss King. Okay. And then before I turn around to you, I'm going to go ahead and fluff it. Now that I can see everything, because that's when I make my last changes to the bow. And I can really, I'm taking my fingers and using my fingers like curlers and making the bow do exactly what I want it to do. I'm going to trim this one just again a little bit. And that's what I love when it's finally on the project. Everything comes together even more so than before. Let me trim that again. I didn't do a great job of that. There we go. Okay. Angling everything where I want it to go. And then I'll turn it back around so you guys can see it. All right, who's ready to see bow number 2? All right, here we go. Look at there. There is bow number 2. How did we do, y'all? Let's bring bow number 1 back into the frame. And I feel like bow number 2 is chilling. I'll make it stand up a little bit. I was like, where's bow number 2? Turn it like that. There we go. So now you can see both of the bows. So we have bow number 1. This is going to be our simple bow, all about simplicity here. And then bow number 2 right here. This is our designer bow. Hey, Miss Sheila, how are you? So glad to see you. I'm still waiting on you to message me, but thank you for coming in. You made my day. All right, so what do y'all think? Are you team simple or are you team designer? Go ahead and cast your vote in the comments. I know they're both beautiful, but if you had to decorate with just one, which one would you choose? And I'll give you a moment to drop your votes in the comments. And I'll go ahead and start pulling up our YouTube stats because we're going to do that as well. Thank you, Miss Patricia. Thank you all so much. So what do you think? And I went large on both bows. If you needed something smaller, we could absolutely do smaller. And if you like one of these bows, remember you can comment bow if you're on Facebook, and I'll send you the details straight to your inbox. If you're on YouTube, you already have the link right in the comments. Okay. So what do y'all think? What do you think? And I'm going to close my blind while y'all are doing that because apparently it just got dark all of a sudden. But I'm enjoying this little extended daylight time, and it'll be daylight savings soon. Coming up soon. All right, I see 1. Then there are votes for 2, 2, 2. Both are beautiful. Thank you, Miss King. And she's saying the simple bow. Love it. Another vote for number 2. All right, so it looks like bow number 1 has 2 votes. Bow number 2 right now has 3 votes. So if you're watching on replay, go ahead and cast your vote as well. So I guess for right now, Team Designer, bow number 2 is the winner. But guess what? They are both beautiful, as you all are saying. So congratulations to bow number 2. That was fun, y'all. I love it. Thank you so much for participating in that. So I'm going to get pictures of both bows, and you will find them on the website. So comment the word bow. The link will come to you. YouTube, you have it in the description of the video. And like I said, if you want this second bow minus the Hello Spring, we can absolutely create a bow for you just like that. All right. Are y'all ready to do our YouTube stats? Let's do our YouTube stats. Keep our bows right there. So let's go check and see. I think last time we had 1,121. So let's go see what we have now. If you want to drop your guess in the chat, you can. Yeah, Miss Valerie, are you trying to get this bow? Okay, yay, Miss Valerie. Go ahead and comment, and the information will come to you. Thank you so much. All right, let's see. So while you all are doing that, if you want to take a minute, thank you, Miss Trina. Thank you for the drum roll. I love it. All right, let's see where we are with our YouTube stats for today. I love it. My brother is guessing 1,031. All right. I think you mean 1,131, brother. That's sounding good to me. All right, Aunt Flo, 1125. I love it. 995, Miss Trina is saying. All right, let's go ahead and reveal. Let's do a drum roll. All right. Today, February 24th, 2026, we are sitting at 1,124 subscribers. Can we clap, everyone? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so very much. With your help, we are building our YouTube channel. And if you haven't already done so, I would love to have you subscribe. Facebook people, you can type exclamation YouTube, and that will give you the link for subscribing. And of course, if you're on Facebook, all you have to do is click that subscribe button. We're working on getting 2,000 subscribers, but we're doing it 100 subscribers at a time. And I'm so thankful for each and every one of you. So I appreciate your support. Y'all, that is fantastic. Woo, woo. I figured you did, brother. That's okay. All right. What else do we have before we head out for today? I thank you all again for tuning in, for joining us. Don't forget, if you're interested in either bow, You can either comment bow or YouTube people click the link and you'll be able to check out. Well, hello, Donzel. There you are. How are you? Donzel, we have 1,124 subscribers. So thank you for being one of those faithful subscribers. If I gave an award, I tell you, Donzel shows up. And so I want to say thank you, Donzel. I appreciate that. He will go back and watch the replay and he leaves a comment. So I appreciate that because all of that helps, y'all. It really, really does. So I appreciate you so very much. Okay, the pricing for the bows is available when you click the link, or if you click in the comments, type the word bow, you'll get the information. And I will take pictures. I'll get these listed on the website with pictures. It's already there, but I'll get those pictures added and I'll share a post for you all as well. All right. Anything else before we head out for today? This was so fun. I thank you all again. We will be back again on Saturday. We go live every Tuesday and Saturday, 5:30 Eastern time, and I am just blessed. I'm so thankful to have you all. If you want information on how you can learn to create beautiful bows like this, Facebook comment create. If you're on YouTube, you have the link in the description of the video, but it's learnfromfaith.com. And if you want my bow recipe, Facebook comment the word recipe. I'll send it to you. It's free. And YouTube, you have the information already. Thank you. Oh, Miss Trina says, I love this show. I do too. Thank you, Miss Trina. Never knew I'd have my own show. That's pretty cool, isn't it? All right, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Yes, my brother says all my hearts and minds are clear. Yes, I think they are. So I will see you back throughout the week on my page, business group. I'll see you Thursday. So stay tuned for another exciting lesson. We're talking about finding our target audience this month, and we're learning all the strategies so that we can show up and connect the way that God intended for us to do. So I look forward to you all, and we'll be back live on Saturday. So until then, go out, look for something good, because when you find that something good, you know you have found God. And remember, God's got me, God's got you, and we've got this. Thank you all for everything. Good night, everyone. Bye.